Hey everyone, while everyone is all wrapped up in political stuff, I just want to kind of point this out. This supposed blood moon of 2018, longest total lunar eclipse of the century, occurs on July the 27th. It's the timing of this blood moon that I find of interest. And if you don't understand about the moon, does not give light. The moon can only reflect the light from the sun. And then the color of the moon, it depends on what the atmosphere is on Earth that gives it the different colors. And in this instance, we're looking at a blood moon. And when you go back in the Hebrew, or even I think in the Greek, you can see it there too, when it talks about blood, it means shame. It all goes back. And it's talking about a great shame, like to blush in the face or red-faced. So, look at that and consider it when you think about the moon being as blood. It's talking about a shame. But going by the solar calendar, and we'll just kind of look up here and read this, going by the solar calendar and the Hebrew months, this event on July the 27th occurs in the 5th month of Av, and it happens on the 9th and 10th day. And what happened during this time in Jerusalem in history? God sent the king of Babylon, who destroyed the city and burned the temple. There it was. Also in this time frame, I've done a study on it, but you can also go back to about to 70 A.D. when the Roman general Titus also burned the city and the temple, that second temple that Ezra and Nehemiah and all them went back to build, and destroyed it then. But what people may not be aware of is that there is a third destruction coming. Now, I'm not trying to predict that July the 27th this is going to happen, but it's interesting to note that there's already been 2 destructions in this time frame that our Heavenly Father sent. Will this future event happen in the same month as these previous destructions? Time will tell. But we are warned and given signs and seasons to be watchful of. Now, this next destruction that is coming, it comes under the false Christ, Satan pretending to be Jesus Christ when he is the false Christ. And it's from his mouth, it's the flood of lies that issues from his mouth to deceive the world. And he's going to be performing supernatural miracles, just as it's written in Revelation 13. So it's his disguise. It's him pretending to be Messiah, pretending to be the temple. Jesus Christ is the temple, and Satan's pretending to be the temple when he's not the temple. So anyway, you might want to continue reading and check out these scriptures, because we know that the true Christ doesn't return to earth until the last 7th trump, just as it's written in 1 Corinthians 15, 50 through 53. Last, L-A-S-T, is the 7th. Revelation 11 and 19 gives us that time frame. It also gives us the 2 witnesses that will appear before and during the reign of this false Christ, Satan disguised as Christ. So there's no confusion. And we also have a change of bodies at that 7th trump. Read it, understand it, absorb it, because time is ticking. Now let's go look at the solar degree chart and see what we can discern from that on this time frame. Okay, here's the solar degree chart that I was inspired to create. Fully believe it's from our Heavenly Father. As we can see, this is the first month of Abib. And here's the second, third, fourth. And here's the fifth right in here. I'm going to zoom in. And as we can see here is the month of Av. The first day begins about July the 17th, 18th. So when we add 10 days to that, well then here we are. We're right in here at the 129, 130 degree mark. Right up in here is during this time of the Temple Mount and Jerusalem being destroyed by the king of Babylon, which Babylon means confusion. But anyway, we can kind of see the time frame right in here. And this is also in Leo, heart, fire. The sun happens during this time. So anyway, this is just a heads up. You can go to the scriptures in the book of Jeremiah or even in the Kings to learn more about this. And I will repeat, this solar degree chart is a study tool. It's just a tool. It's all it is. It's not dabbling with numerology or astrology or that kind of stuff, like what sign are you. These are the signs that are given in heaven during these months. That's all it is, right here. And there's a meaning behind them. It's for everyone to go and discern this and do a deeper study and not fall away in all the confusion and harden themselves to the very signs that our Heavenly Father gives us in the heavens. And understand that there are people that have made a, quote, religion and created a lot of nonsense by dabbling with this stuff. So anyway, there's a difference. I hope you will try to discern it for yourself as it would be according to our Heavenly Father and His Spirit guiding you. Because this part leads up to this part here in the month of ELUL in the 6th month. Ezekiel chapter 8 talks about this month. And this is another type or another witness of a time frame where the Antichrist would be sitting in Jerusalem in the place of God. It talks about it right here in this 6th month. I would advise folks to go read it and understand, the timing of some of this stuff that's going on. But we're talking about August in the month. August the 16th is the first day of the 6th month. So anyway, there's just so much to gain by using this solar degree chart as a study tool to kind of pinpoint these months and get a deeper understanding of it. And let me add one more thing. In Ezekiel 8, it's in verse 3. It's the image of jealousy which provoketh to jealousy. This is the image of Satan sitting on God's throne, in case people don't understand the difference here, because we do have the glory of the Lord, and He is showing to Ezekiel this vision. And it's showing this vision of the false Christ, Satan disguised as Christ, sitting in the holy place, pretending to be God. So that way you understand what's going on, and it's pinpointed in the 5th day of this 6th month right here. So anyhow, there it is. And our Heavenly Father's pinpointing the many great abominations. He's revealing them to Ezekiel in this chapter. So anyway, there we are. Anyhow, God bless everyone, and let us continue to be watchful and stay in our Heavenly Father's Word. And with all this crazy stuff, nonsense going on in the world, there is so much confusion, and you can sure see these powers coming to a head. So time's ticking. The revealing of this false Christ is going to be coming up in the not too distant future, in my opinion. We just got to be watchful. And